Today's story is about Sarah, a young HR officer who is preparing for a busy day of job interviews. Through her story, you will learn how interviews really happen, what questions are asked, and how people feel during this process. This story will help you learn English for the workplace, especially words and expressions we use in interviews. Listen carefully, enjoy the story, and try to repeat the useful phrases you hear. Morning, Sarah. Ready for the big day?
Morning, Emily. Almost. I just need to print the interview forms.
3 candidates today, right?
Yep, Adam, Lena, and Yusuf. Different fields, different vibes.
I always find this part exciting, meeting new people, new stories.
True, and a little stressful too. I always want them to feel comfortable.
You're good at that. You make people relax.
I hope so. You know how interviews used to terrify me.
Oh, I remember. You were so nervous in your first HR interview.
Exactly. That's why I try to make it easier for others.
Okay, let's make it a good day.
Good morning, Sarah. It's nice to meet you.
Good morning, Adam. Please have a seat. So, could you start by telling me a little about yourself and your experience?
Sure. I've been working as a project coordinator for the past 3 years at a tech startup. I managed several cross-functional teams and handled client communication. Before that, I completed my degree in business administration.
That's great. What made you interested in applying for this position?
I've always admired how your company values innovation and teamwork. I'm really looking for a place where I can grow and take on more responsibility in project management.
I see. How do you usually handle conflicts within your team?
I try to address issues early by talking openly with everyone involved. I believe that listening carefully and staying calm usually helps find the best solution.
That's a good approach. Thank you, Adam. We'll be in touch soon.
Thank you for your time, Sarah. I appreciate the opportunity.
Good morning. Good morning, Lena. Thanks for coming in today. Could you tell me about your background? Of course. I've been working in marketing for 5 years. I started as a content writer and later became a marketing strategist. I've managed several successful social media campaigns. Sounds impressive. What do you think makes a marketing campaign successful? I think understanding the audience is key. When you know who you're talking to, it becomes easier to craft the right message and tone. That's very true. How do you handle tight deadlines? I prioritize tasks, plan ahead, and stay organized. I've learned that clear communication with the team is essential to avoid last-minute stress. Excellent. Thank you, Lena. We'll contact you soon. Thank you, Sarah. It was great meeting you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Omar. Please have a seat. Can you tell me a bit about your experience?
Certainly. I've been a software developer for 4 years, mainly working on web applications. I specialize in front-end development, but also have experience with back-end systems.
Nice. What kind of projects have you worked on recently?
Recently, I led the redesign of a client's e-commerce website. It was challenging, but we improved loading speed and user experience significantly.
Impressive. How do you stay updated with new technologies?
I enjoy learning through online courses and developer communities. I also experiment with new frameworks during my free time.
Great to hear. Thank you, Omar. We'll be in touch.
Thank you for the opportunity, Sarah.
So, how do you feel about the candidates?
Honestly, they all did quite well. Adam seems confident and professional, but maybe a bit traditional.
True. Lena seemed creative and very focused on communication.
Yes, and Omar's technical skills were impressive. He could be a great fit for our development projects.
I agree. It might come down to who fits better with the company culture.
Exactly. I'll review everything again and make my final notes before we decide.
Sounds good. Let's grab some coffee before the next round.
Perfect idea. I need it.
In this story, we learned about Sarah, the HR officer, and her day full of job interviews. While reading, you probably saw many useful words that people often use at work and during interviews. Here are 10 important English terms from the story. They will help you understand job interviews better and speak more confidently about work and career topics. Interview. A formal meeting where someone is asked questions to see if they are right for a job. Example: I have an interview for an HR position this morning. Candidate: a person who applies for a job. Example: each candidate has a different personality and background. Resume, or CV, a document that lists a person's work experience, education, and skills. Example: Sarah reads each resume carefully before the interview. Confidence, the feeling of being sure about yourself and your abilities. Example: Youssef tries to speak with confidence, even though he feels nervous. Body language, the way you move and use your body to communicate without words. Example: Sarah notices Adam's positive body language during the interview. Motivation, the reason why someone wants to do something or achieve something. Example: Lena's motivation for applying is to work in a company that values teamwork. Impression, the feeling or opinion you get about someone after meeting them. Example: Sarah's first impression of Youssef is that he is shy but honest. Strengths, the good qualities or abilities that make someone effective at work. Example: when asked about his strengths, Adam says he is good at teamwork. Weaknesses, the areas where someone is not very strong or needs to improve. Example: Lena admits her weakness is being too detail-oriented sometimes. Experience, knowledge or skill gained from doing a job or activity. Example: Sarah likes to ask about the candidate's previous work experience. Now you know 10 useful words that people often use in job interviews. Try to practice them in sentences and short conversations. You can also listen carefully when watching interview scenes in movies or real videos. You'll hear these words again. Remember, the more you use them, the more natural your English will sound. Keep learning and keep speaking with confidence.